Rise and shine, everyone. 9 o'clock on your Sunday morning. Thanks for getting your day started with us here on 13 Sunrise. I'm Matthew Foltz alongside Lindsay Monroe. You know, it's been a great weekend, Lindsay, and we know it is certainly an exciting Sunday over at IMS. We know we had the Brickyard 400, the 32nd one here in Indy, and we know all fans are kind of waiting on your forecast, Lindsay, making sure those fingers are crossed, no rain hits the track.
I know, because they're back on the oval this year, which I personally like the best. I know everyone kind of has their format that they would prefer. The road course was cool, but I mean, NASCAR's on the oval. It's
a fun time.
It is so good, but we do need dry weather for that to be the case. So let's talk about some rain chances for today. I believe we're going to see a lot of dry time today, but it's those pop-up showers and storms that could impact us today. So this is what's been on radar, really not much. And a lot of these pop-up storms in the far northern tier of the state, well, they've already started to kind of fizzle out. We've been watching over near Fort Wayne for some heavier downpours. Had a shower just move over the Logansport area. That's already rained itself out. There's really not much else out there as we've been monitoring the skies so far today. Here's a live look up in Carmel. We've been dry so far all throughout the central tier of the state. Been monitoring where this boundary is in northern Indiana. It has served as a trigger for some of those northern Indiana storms. We've also been watching this complex back in central Illinois. But even at this point, that looks like it's starting to rain itself out as well. So what we'll watch later on in the day today is the potential of that boundary sliding a little farther to the south, and everything going to continue to heat up, and that could fuel some storm development today. Right now we're at 79 in Indy. It's 80 in Shelbyville, 81 in Bloomington, but dew point temperatures surging already. 75 in Indy, dew point of 77 in Columbus. We consider anything 70 or above to be almost miserable to spend extended periods of time outside. And unfortunately, your muggy meter today going to keep us right there in the mid 70s. So it's going to be another hot one and humid one. So what should be prepared for that. And as far as the storm chances today go, again, we're going to monitor where that boundary is in northern parts of the state. I do believe that will continue to trigger these storms initially. And then as everybody heats up, this is 2 o'clock this afternoon, we will potentially see those pop-ups. This is around 3 o'clock. Those stray downpours could contain lightning as well, so keep that in mind for your outdoor plans. But not everybody gets rain today. These pop-up storms will continue through about 8 o'clock tonight. But it's all about the heat, the humidity. That stretch continues into the work week. We'll talk about some weather impact alert days because of the heat coming up in your 7-day forecast.
All right, we'll see you then, Lindsay. We have new information this morning from Cumberland Police after 2 people were shot late last night. This happened around 9:30 when officers were flagged down by a person saying that there was a shooting at an apartment complex along Woodlark Drive near East New York Street. Police say they found 2 people shot at the scene. One of the victims we know is a man, while the other is a juvenile boy.
We have a couple of people detained just because there was 10 to 15 people initially when that first officer got here. He wanted to get control of the scene, so we're kind of shifting through that. We are taking people out of handcuffs at this moment once we figure out what their role was, if they were just here and something like that. We do not have any set suspects in mind at the moment.
Now, police say the juvenile and man are both stable this morning. Anyone with any information about this shooting is asked to give Crime Stoppers a call. Also new this morning, Metro Police are investigating a crash that killed 1 person last night on the city's northeast side. That crash happened around 10 o'clock last night at the intersection of Scarborough Boulevard, East Drive, and Fairwood Drive. Police found at least 1 vehicle involved in that crash. We're told 1 person died at the scene, and this morning we're still working to get more information about that person killed and what caused the crash. Of course, any new information we'll pass along to you. Right now, there's a new sign in Bartholomew County that is hoping to bring attention to an issue at rural hospitals across the state that could get worse. It says, quote, under Trump's watch, Columbus Regional Health is cutting medical services. The DNC paid for the sign, which refers to possible negative impacts of rural health care with the president's tax and spending cut bill becoming law. Now, last month, even before this new law, Columbus Regional announced that it was cutting several services, including its inpatient rehab unit. The hospital noted that rising supply costs, legislative scrutiny, and federal and state funding cuts In Bartholomew County, 1/4 of the population is on Medicaid. That's according to the state's Medicaid enrollment dashboard. Meanwhile, community advocates say under the new law, more people could get kicked off because of the more frequent reporting requirements, which could lead to paperwork errors. Governor Braun blamed the broken system as the reason for many hospitals struggling.
The fact we got 80 to 90 rural hospitals hanging on by their fingernails. You got 5 to 7 very rich systems. And if you run like an unregulated utility, something's going to have to be done to make sure we have good care and access in the rural community. And part of that responsibility is going to have to be on the shoulders of the rich hospital systems.
Now, in a statement, the hospital said it did not have advance notice of the billboard going up or of its recent cuts would be referenced. The statement went on to say, in part, the potential of these cuts, quote, pose catastrophic and potentially irreversible repercussions to providers like Columbus Regional Health to deliver the services our community needs. A new home in Marion County is expensive, with the average price around $325,000. But Habitat for Humanity wants to make it easier for families to afford a new home. So for the first time in 25 years, Habitat is building a small Marion County subdivision. So instead of the traditional single lot homes Habitat Indy builds, it's building its very own subdivision, Devon Creek. Now, Habitat bought the lot back in 2020 on 46th and Millersville Road. Now, all the homes will be 2 stories and 3 to 4 bedrooms. Morris says with the help of the NCAA, Devon Creek is possible so many families can have 0% interest on their mortgage. CEO and president of Habitat Indy, Jim Morris, says that Devon Creek community will be their affordable solution for many families.
Land is very expensive now to be able to keep homes affordable. So this is allowing us to do 10 homes, build a community, while also being able to provide affordability as that's getting farther out of reach for first-time buyers.
Apply for their program right now if you're interested. We do have information on our website at WTHR.com. It's 9:07 and right now gates at IMS are set to open in less than an hour as NASCAR fans get ready for today's Brickyard 400. And it should be an action-packed race this afternoon. Our Anna Chalker is live out there at IMS this morning with a look ahead at what's happening today. So how's it going out there, Anna?
Oh, Matthew, it is great to be back out at the track again. IMS this morning, I'll tell you, those fans, they are up early. We were driving through the tailgate lot. They are ready for Brickyard 400 today. Gates open at 10 o'clock this morning. They're testing out the track. We've been hanging out with the crew out here this morning. Race kicks off at 2 o'clock today, and if you're watching, whether in the stands or on the TV today, I'll tell you, you're in for a treat. We've got a pacer leading the pace car, Pascal Siakam, the Grand Marshal, the Cookie Monster, and I saw him walking around. That was the coolest thing I've ever experienced today. So we've got a lot in store for us today, but also that pole sitter, the Indiana native Chase Briscoe today. So much going on with this Brickyard. You can still get tickets are around $50 today, but really so much going on with Brickyard 400 today. Even though it is a hot one, you want to make sure you're hydrated, all the things, but a lot going on here with thousands of fans making their way out here for Brickyard 400. So we're waiting for those doors to open for everyone to come in. We'll be talking with IMS about being back out at the track today for this big race for NASCAR, but also we've got so much more in store before the race kicks off at 2 o'clock. We'll have coverage all day for you, so you don't need to worry about that, but everything, again, gates open at 10 o'clock.
All right, sounds like a great day in store. Just hoping those rain clouds can hold off. Anna, we'll see you soon.